Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sun's out, guns out today on our beautiful range. This is the third in a three-part series on these inexpensive German revolvers. We talked last time about the full-size 38 Special, also the stub-nose 38 Special, and our little RG snubby here in 22 long rifle. Guys, we're done talking about these pipsqueak, these pop gun revolvers. We're talking about the big mamma jamma now. This one's 357 Magnum. I don't know how to say that in German, but I'm sure it sounds very impressive. All right, I got some Google Translate going on this. Apparently in German, 357 Magnum is Der Irgersplitten Laudenboomen. That can't be right. Okay, hold on. I think I got it now. Der Howitzer Amerikaner. That can't be right.
Boo.
We still recording?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Der Uberpower Revolver Patronen? Guys, what's wrong with your language? Okay, Google Translate actually says, and gosh, my German pronunciation is not good at all, as some of you will soon learn or have already. Dre sieben nun fünfzig Magnum, which is 357. Apparently, it's just 357 Magnum. That's how it translates. It doesn't really. They do it the same in both languages. All right, and my apologies to half the European continent now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is another inexpensive German revolver. It's an RG. Unlike the others that we saw before, the Arminius guns, this one has these two-piece plastic grips that are held on with two screws. Two screws like this, top and bottom, very unusual for a revolver. I don't remember ever seeing that before. We have this very wide hammer spur, which we did not see on the others. We do have a cylinder latch, like on a Smith & Wesson, for unlatching this. It does have a pinned barrel, and they kind of left that pin just sticking right out. We have a front sight that's on a rib. I don't see a screw holding it on. It's not clear to me how that's held on. So that suggests maybe this was built in another factory because it has some very different design features. Unfortunately, this plastic grip is broken, but I don't think that's going to affect functioning. We do have a rear sight blade here. It is adjustable for windage, but it looks like not elevation. Can we grab? Yeah, we can grab that and open it up. It's not knurled. Makes it hard to grab. I think this is very, very interesting. We don't really have recessed chambers, but we have this little wall or ridge running around the edge of the cylinder, so that covers the case heads. It doesn't really give them any more protection from like an overpressure round, or it doesn't give them more support. But I guess if a case head were to blow out, that would give the shooter a little bit more protection. And it helps hide those case heads, so when the revolver's loaded and you're seeing it from the side, it's less easy to tell that it's loaded. On a lot of old revolvers, like, they don't want that to show. It's just it's an aesthetics thing, and people seem to think it looked better, and nowadays we don't really seem to care. But I found it very interesting that the 357 has this little wall or ridge or rim, whatever you want to call it, around the cylinder. Let's shoot it. Okay, guys, we're going to try shooting from, this is about 10 yards, maybe 12. I'm going to try on double action. The ammo I'm shooting is Winchester White Box, 130 grain full metal jacket or metal case. My plan was to shoot this with full power 357 mag ammo, but I'm not going to do that today, and I'll explain why in a moment. Smokey. Let's go have a look. Here's our point of aim. We're nicely centered for windage, but not for elevation. In terms of group size, that is more than acceptable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have a couple of those touching. I'm extremely happy with the group. Wish it were in a different place, but these sights are not adjustable for elevation. So somebody's got them adjusted correctly for windage, but elevation, we're just out of luck. You just are going to have to remember to aim a little low. But in terms of accuracy, that's quite good. I'll try some single action also and see if we can do better. I'm happy with that. Okay, we're going to try 6 more rounds of that same Winchester White Box 38 special ammo, but single action this time. The single action trigger on this thing is not great. It's a little heavy. Double action's fine. I'm taking a deep breath and holding it and then squeezing, 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 and just about giving up, just about out of breath before it fires. I can see the group from here. I'm happy. As last time, this is our point of aim. Our hits in no particular order are flyer, flyer, and then blah. We have 4 that are touching each other, and these others are fine. I mean, really, that's about the same size of group we had before, but that is only if we include the flyers. And believe me, that's just me. That's just my problem. I don't think the pistol caused that. This revolver is clearly capable of excellent groups, and I've seen that with some of these old German guns. Some of them are shooters, baby, and they are cheap when you find them on the market. Now, they don't all shoot this well, obviously, but this one is good. Lockup is decent. There's a little bit of play. It's a little bit of play, but not there. Once we thumb the hammer back, that's locked up tight as a bank vault, which is maybe part of the reason we've got such a good group here. But I will not complain about that at all. I mean, this is like target pistol accuracy out of a cheap revolver. It doesn't do everything well. The double action trigger is it's fine. The single action trigger is maybe a little heavy. The sights are not adjustable for elevation. There's a lot not to like here, but there's also a lot to like. And if you got one of these for cheap, you'd be doing great. You could do a lot worse. I'm shooting 38 special. You could obviously shoot the warmest 38 plus P or plus P plus you could find because it's rated for 357 mag. So you got a very accurate, reliable revolver. Okay, guys, so quick after action report here. The reason I was shooting 38 special ammo, I fully intended to shoot 357 mag. But 357 mag, or at least the ammo I brought, won't actually fit in this chamber, in the cylinder. I should point out, for all of these German guns that I've been shooting today, the empties have fallen out. Just a quick tap on the ejector rod. Well, the first one has those target grips that get in the way. But, I mean, they extract smoothly. That's no problem. It's just the grips got in the way. But, yeah, these things have no problem to eject the empties. And this one's the same. Those empties just fall right out. Didn't even tap it, just pushed it. So easy ejection, but then again, we're talking about standard pressure ammo. So, I mean, it's not like this is going to get stuck really badly because, you know, it's not running at really high pressure. But the only ammo, the only 357 mag that I brought with me today is this Monarch stuff. And those cartridges will not actually sit down far enough in there to close the cylinder. And they get a little bit stuck. I got 6 rounds loaded up and I was trying to push them in there and they got wedged in, and then I had to give the ejector rod a little bit of encouragement to get them back out again. So that's disappointing. This gun that's marked 357 mag won't actually chamber the 357 mag ammo that I have. Now, maybe it would chamber some other 357 mag ammo. The ammo is this Monarch. Monarch is a store brand from Academy. These are 158 grain semi-jacketed hollow points. This is made in Serbia, so it's probably Privy Partisan ammo. It's probably PPU that's been rebranded. But it's very disappointing that this thing won't chamber 357 mag. Now, I don't know if you'd want to shoot a steady diet. Oh, this is interesting. We only have the 1 screw on this side instead of 2. But I don't know if you want to feed this thing a steady diet of 357 mag, but since it's marked for 357 Magnum, it sure would be nice to be able to shoot 357 Magnum through it. Let me get this in the light. Well, guys, I've got a bit of egg on my face because this is marked 38 Special. The fellow who provided it to me for shooting said it was 357 Magnum, and that printing is really small, and I had difficulty reading it, and I just believed him. I said, well, it's 357 Mag then. I'd never seen one of this model before, so of course it's 357 Mag. It's what he says it is. That's why the cartridges won't fit. It looks like somebody in Serbia and somebody in Germany got together, and they kept me from making a mistake, so that's good. All right, so I'm going to say maybe you can't or shouldn't shoot the most potent 38 Special. Maybe you would just want to shoot standard pressure 38 Special, which is what I shot today. And check the markings on that revolver. Don't believe what the guy told you regarding how it's chambered, because this thing is just 38 Special, apparently, according to the markings. In any event, it is a bit different from the Arminius guns that we shot. It's marked differently. And the ejector rod's a slightly different setup, and the latch and the hammer a little bit different. The grips are a bit different, but I mean, it's a very similar revolver, and it shoots beautifully. So I'm awfully happy with it. As long as you shoot it with the right ammo, you're going to be fine. Do go ahead and read those markings, you know, just in case. Don't believe what people tell you. Well, guys, that concludes a three-part series on German revolvers, the 238 Specials, the 122 long rifle, and the 357 Magnum that isn't. I wonder how to say 38 Special in German. Okay, maybe I won't look that up then.
Good choice.
Good choice, yes. Well, guys, it's still a neat revolver, even if it's not a 357. And I definitely enjoyed shooting it. I definitely enjoyed the really good group that it turned in for me. As always, keep your powder dry. I was just Googling the translation of compact revolver. This is called Schnitzelstubby in German. Schnitzelstubby.